Check 1, 2. How loud is this? Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Okay. Starting soon. I gotta start up my NDI real quick. Start up the NDI. The screen will change soon, I swear. Hold on. I'm gonna just open Procreate. We are opening up new artwork. Okay. NDI. Camera. Transition. Greetings. Greetings, welcome to the stream. Music's a little loud in my ears. Okay. I'm Miguel Coronado. I'm an illustrator, concept artist living in London, and I'm doing push the roll stickers every episode, not every episode, every arc, doing push the roll stickers. So today we're going to work on stuff supposed to go down the drains, right? Stuff supposed to go down drains, right? Yeah, anyway, that's the title. So if you've heard the episode, then great. Spoiler alert, if you haven't heard the episode, we're going to be drawing something from the episode. So if you would prefer to have a spoiler-free experience with the episode, you can watch this later. But if you want to hang out here and you know about Push the Roll, you can suggest things in the comments and this comments in the chat. And yeah, just feel free to hang out, ask questions. I have a loose idea of what I'm going to do, but it's not definitive. So, yeah. I'm in the rodeo with no audio, but wanted to pop in and say, hey, great. Hello. I'm trying to monitor my stream properly. Okay. Hello, hello. Okay. Sorry. So let's get going. Let's start sketching out some stuff. We got... Okay, so I don't know if any of y'all have seen the episode. There's a specific creature I want to draw. It's like the main creature of the episode, and I forgot her name. I just listened to it too. But I'm going to try and draw that creature. There's a specific shot in the episode. They mention a drain and an eyeball looking through the drain. So I want to maybe do something like that, where it's like a drain and an eyeball. And if you imagine that, it'll be like, let's put on some, let's go over here and if you imagine like a drain, and like the drain sticker would be just a whole circular sticker, and then maybe there's some kind of like eyeball looking up from the drain, something spooky. That could be cool. Green Tooth Jenny, that's right. Green Tooth Jenny. I kept thinking of that, the crocodile or the alligator. Something like this might be cool as a sticker, where it's just a circle with like an eyeball, but maybe there's like the grating for the drain. That could be cool. We could always just draw like Jenny just looking at us. like just a portrait. It could just be a portrait. But I'm trying to, when I design the stickers, I try and imagine like what would be the coolest if you know for you to actually put on something, right? Because like, I mean, I'm always a fan of just drawing the monster. I kind of go with what inspires me for the most part, like what moment inspires me. Sometimes it's a character, sometimes it's a monster, sometimes it's like a, I think it was a Patterson, the duck. The duck was funny. So it might also be fun to do the crocodile, the mascot. Just have the mascot, the crocodile. So it's more of like an in joke. Ripper, yeah. Ripper the gator. Oh, it's a gator. Sally the snapping turtle, yeah. Finn's bite me tattoo. Oh yeah, and it's like the devil biting a heart, right? That could be fun. Some kind of like devil face. I would need to make it look like a tattoo though, you know, like I would need to make that tattoo look. Patterson was awesome. Okay, cool. Something where like the devil is like this and it's like got the heart. Maybe we rotate it. Something like that could be cool. The bite me tattoo. I might do a couple. I mean, if the spirit strikes me, I'll do a couple of them. I could do both the bite me tattoo and then green tooth Jenny. The people triangle. Okay, I'm glad you like that one. I like that one too. I had fun doing that one. Maybe I'll do two. Maybe I do the tattoo, the bite me tattoo, and then green tooth Jenny, and we'll just send both to Cup, and he'll just have two to do. I don't think I'll be able to finish two on the stream today, but I could finish one, and then I could finish the other one later. We could just sketch them both out though. Yeah, let's do the tattoo. Let's do the tattoo and then like green tooth Jenny. Maybe the drain. I like the drain a lot. It reminds me of like a Junji Ito kind of thing where it's like you know, like the Junji Ito, it's the like the snail twisting, but like the drain, that seems like a really nice sticker too. The drain with green tooth Jenny, and then the bite me tattoo. That's just a real in joke, you know. I got my glass of absinthe here. I'm a huge fan of absinthe. If any of y'all know me, I'm big into coffee and tea and spirits. Okay, so green tooth Jenny, bite me tattoo. But it's supposed to say bite me too, so we need to make it smaller, right? It needs to be like something like that, and then it would be like bite me. Something like that. The drain idea over the full body. Okay, yeah, let's do the drain. I like the drain idea too. That's the first image that comes to me because it was like the first thing in the episode that stood out. Ross describes it as like a, you don't know how it's down there, but there's an eye in the drain. So that seemed really cool. Okay, so before we just dive into just drawing this thing, let's sketch out some other ideas, like not ideas like separate concepts, but just like compositions. So the drain one could be cool like that. The drain one could also be cool where it's like the eye. I'm trying to think about like where it would look good. Maybe the eyes, like the eyelids pulled down. Against the drain. Something like that. I need to look up what a pool drain looks like. Pool drain. Oh, they're these more... They got more like concentric holes. Oh no, there's an old drain. We'll do a retro drain because it's supposed to be in the 80s anyway. Retro drain. Here we go. Maybe like this kind of drain. Hold on, you can't see anything I'm doing, but I'll pull it up real quick. Let's save the image, downloads. If you're enjoying the music, it's from an old classmate of mine, Juniper Hamrick, out of New York. They do synth songs. They have albums out. So if you enjoy the music, Juniper Hamrick, they're on Bandcamp. I'll just share it real quick in the chat. This is Juniper's work, Peace Planet. I spoke to them about using their work on my stream. So hopefully it doesn't get flagged. I don't know how the copyright works on there. Okay, so we got a drain. I found a drain that I like, which is important. You got to find a drain you like. Let's just share it with myself. Hold on, I gotta stop sharing. I have to stop sharing my iPad real quick because I've got official work stuff that I can't show publicly. So we gotta wait for a second. I just need to get the drain. It's weird. Didn't save. Oh, there it is. Okay, so hold on. Let me just open it back up on here. Insert photo. Drain. There's a drain. Okay, I got the drain. And then I think maybe... Do I need any other reference? I kind of know how to do an eyeball already. I've drawn tons of eyes. I've got a really gross reference. I'm not going to put it on stream because I think it's too gross for stream, but I'll keep it open on my desktop. Oh, that's so gross. Okay, let's turn the NDI back on. Let's transition it back in. Let me just save my gross image. Where is it? Bear with me, I'm just doing some reference stuff. New folder. Let's just call this new folder gross. Okay, so it's a gross image. It's not that gross. It's just an eyeball, but it looks a little intense for visuals. Okay. Let's close that. Okay, we're back here. Listening while meal prepping. Just wanted to pop in. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for listening. Hello, Paneloni. Tomboy. LaCroix. I just realized what your name was. Happy you're here. Hello. push the roll. Hello again. Okay, so the drain, I like this kind of retro looking drain. It's got just the bars. So we'll start off with the drain illustration, then we'll jump over to the Bite Me one. And the Bite Me one, I need to pull up like pictures of devil tattoos. I want it to look really classic, I think. It's a devil biting a heart. I believe that's what it was. Yeah, okay. I just got some tattoos looked up, but we'll come into that later. Okay. Let me just position my iPad. I think I need to lower it for my shoulder's sake. Okay. Let's sketch it out properly. I'm going to first start off by, and feel free to ask me any questions in the chat about art or life or the episode. We could talk about the episode or something. I just, I'm an open book, so if you have any questions about the process or what we're doing, how I'm doing it, let me know. We're using Procreate. If you're not sure what this is, versus Procreate for the iPad. I do all my freelance work in Procreate, and then I use Photoshop for my. I use Photoshop for all my like day job stuff. So just that's that. Oh, where's this? There we go. Okay. So we gotta draw a drain. We'll go all the way to the edge. Okay. I wish I could use my own music. I like Juniper stuff. This is the closest I'm gonna get to like just being able to play whatever I want. Okay, so the drain, it's gonna be symmetrical drain. We're just gonna make the drain first because we already know that we're doing that. Actually, I think we need to do it this way. Quadrant. Yeah. So it's a hole. It's a hole, and then it's we need to make these holes really big, or else you're not going to see the eyeball. We're going to make them kind of like a little bigger than life to cheat it a little bit. And then this one is like okay, and then this one and then we'll probably do another little one here. Something like that. Maybe we want to do that one. Hold on. Okay. Let's bring the edge all the way here. Okay, so we do the drain. We'll make these a little wider. This one wider. Okay. Something like this for the drain. Maybe, let's see, but if you're not gonna be able to see the eyeball, we might need to just make up a drain. We might need to make something up. Let me see. If I draw an eyeball, would you be able to see it? And then if you erase all this stuff, would you be able to tell? I guess you kind of can tell. I think that kind of works. Kind of works. Maybe this eyeball needs to be kind of like here. Okay. Something like that. And then hair. Needs to be some hair coming through the drain. Some gross hair. Something like that could be cool. Okay. Something like that. And the eyeballs like that. Trying to see it from a further perspective. Not perspective, but like a vantage point, you know, like it kind of reads. Kind of reads. There we go. Something like that, I guess. Could be cool. Okay. I think that's working. I think you can see that it's an eye and a drain. So something like this for the drain, and then we'll do the devil sticker. Let's combine those down to one layer. Most of the stickers are square, so I'm trying to keep it within a square ratio. What looks best in a square format. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. So we'll do that. Let's turn this off for now. Let's talk about this devil head. So this is one composition idea. Let's take a stab at another one. Maybe the heart's here, and the devil's teeth. Devil's teeth are here. That's basically the same composition but flipped. I wonder how we could play around with the sizes about. Something like that, where it's like the heart's smaller and the devil head's big. What's up, Cody? Patagonia, I think I'm going to do two, because there's some good ideas for this episode. I like the devil tattoo idea. Hey Cody, so we're doing stickers for a podcast that I do stickers for. My wife is in some of the episodes as a recurring cast member, and I know the host, so there's a connection there, but it's like a improvised horror Call of Cthulhu game, and each episode arc is like a different story, and this one was like an 80s movie set at a water park. Devil biting the heart. That. It's basically the same one, so let's just get rid of this other one. There's a more boring composition. We could do like the devil's like this, biting the heart. Where it's like straight on. Something like that. I feel like this is really boring. What else can we do with that? Let's see. It's a devil biting a heart. It could be a realistic heart, like with the and then the devil's biting it this way. Something like that. Maybe the heart's sideways, like it's a piece of meat. Something like that. It's almost the same composition there. It's just that there's only so many ways we could do it in a square. Okay, so anyone that watches the podcast, should it be a symbolic heart, like a little Valentine's heart, or should it be like a real heart, like a human heart? Let me know what you think. Human heart or symbolic heart. Either one could work. It's a tattoo on a teenage boy. So, what would they be more inclined to get? I feel like the symbolic heart might be the more of the way to go. When I think of a classic tattoo, like I think the symbolic heart's the way to go. Maybe it's got barbed wire around it. Thinking of classic tropes for tattoos. There's this angle of the face. There's that angle of the face. Let's make it the symbolic heart. And then let's do it like... I think the symbolic, because it's like... When I think of like the ones that say like mother, like the heart with the mom, you know, like... It's like the classic tattoo. So we could do this one or that one. I kind of like this one. This one, that one. I think this one will be the way to go. It looks cooler. The angle looks better. Yeah. Okay. Now we just need to look up some devils. Devils, devils, devils. I think I've got a devil image that I like. I think this is the kind of devil image I like. Hold on, I gotta save it over to my iPad real quick. Let's turn off NDI. Save image as. Okay, I'm just saving a couple. I'm just saving a couple different devils that I like. Where'd it go? Hold on, I just lost it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I got two that I like. I got two that I like, and then this one's kind of cool. Okay, let me just save this over, and then we'll move it over to my iPad real quick. Where's my... Where's my thing? Oh, here you go. It's on desktop. Share. AirDrop it to myself real quick. Okay. I'll be back on in a second. I'm just going to import these into my Procreate. Oops. Insert a photo. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And then let's do this one. These are all my double ideas. Okay, now let me share this image back screen for y'all again. Okay. So I'm trying to go for like a real retro, traditional tattoo look with the finish. So let's sketch it out. First of all, for compositional purposes, I think the heart can be a little smaller. I think the heart can be like a little bit smaller and then maybe distort it a little bit like that. Maybe it could be a little bigger in that angle. I think that's a better looking composition. Okay. So, oh wait, I think the music might have stopped. Hold on. Let's find some other tunes. There's a problem with streaming now, is you can't find all the tunes. Okay. Okay, so let's just get into it. I'm going to turn down this layer to like, what, 16%? And then I'm going to get on top of the layer with a nice, let's call it a charcoal brush. A slightly different charcoal brush. A little smaller. Okay. So we're going to do big eyebrow. This is very much the next step of the sketch. So we're going to do a final line art after this. Oops. Okay. Something like this, maybe? Oh, it's supposed to say bite me on the top too. We'll put that in later. Something like that. Big double nose. Big mustache. Okay. What is, for those of you who listen to the podcast, what are your favorite episodes so far? Your favorite arcs? I think the stuff goes down the drain, right? Is really good. I like this one a lot. And then I also liked the side effects may include. I like that one a lot. That one, these two, stuff's supposed to go down the drain, and the side effects may include really reminded me of like watching some old horror movie. So that's kind of why I like those the best so far. In any of them that really references like that feeling of watching an old horror movie. Those ones are really nice. I also like the creatures in those ones. New arc's favorite until the next one. Nice. This is another rough sketch, guys, so keep this in mind. It's not going to be final. I do multiple passes, and I know that I can already tell this one's way off. This one's way off. Let's just trash it. Let's get another one. Where's my other reference? I think I'm gonna go with that reference. Let's turn off these. I'm gonna go with this reference here. Okay. I'm always astonished at Ross Bryant's ability to his vocabulary. I'm really like his vocabulary is crazy. He's always pulling out lingo during the episodes. I'm like, I don't even know what that word means. I gotta look it up. Miskatonic University reunion. That one's a really good one. The worst gift ever given. I like that one too. Yeah. I like this version already much better. Something like this. And then just the teeth. Teeth are in the wrong position, I can already tell. We wouldn't see that tooth, and then we'd see this tooth, and we'd see this tooth. Okay. Again, this is really rough. I'm just figuring out the design. So, it's another rough pass. We can go faster though. The music's picking up, so let's just move with the music. Put the eyelashes in the wrong eyelash. On the wrong eyelid. Okay. Let's do. I want to do the horns here. It's wrong positioning. I can already tell it's wrong. Something more like that. Still wrong. This music's getting crazy. Just erratic. Other favorites would be the Mrs. Nugget Reunion and The Right Stuff. Wow. This song's getting wild. There we go. Let's flip it real quick. How off are we? We're pretty off. Needs to be here. Oops. This stuff is off. This needs to be down here. Okay. Something like this. Let's flip it again. Take a test. It's looking better. Yeah, it's looking better. Devil's got a receding hairline. Okay. Let's shrink this whole thing down because it's too big. It's too big. It needs to be smaller. It's supposed to say "bite me" in the top, so we gotta give space for the words. This whole thing is off. Okay. We gotta simplify this a little bit. Simplify. The mustache. Forgot about the mustache. Okay. I wonder if we can switch up the music. Let's see. If I switch up this music to something different, will it flag me? Will it dishonor me? I'm gonna attempt to play this different music and we'll just see if it works. There's a chance I'll be flagged. If that happens and I get kicked off, I will jump back on with different music and it'll be fine. Well, let's just try this music, okay? This might get flagged, just letting y'all know. But we'll see. We'll see how this works. I'm just trying to make the eyebrows even. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about the art process. It's pretty much just refining though. We do a first pass and then we refine, refine, refine. Okay. Okay. This is technically a Halloween playlist, but I figured it would be good for uh, the themes. You know, it's like a scary podcast, so like Halloween playlist would be good. What's my hardware software setup? I'm using Procreate on the iPad Pro. So, yeah, that's my setup. I use the iPad Pro exclusively now because it doubles as a Cintiq when you pair it with a Macintosh computer. My thought process is in this music playlist is it's got so many songs going on at once as it won't get flagged. Yeah, I started using Procreate exclusively for freelance work back in 2022, and I really try and use it as much as I can. The way that the iPad Pro works with Macintosh is that it doubles as a second screen automatically. You could like set it up so it just works as a second screen, and then you can use your pencil on the iPad Pro instead of having to buy a Wacom or a Cintiq. The iPad Pro doesn't cost as much as a Cintiq, and the iPad Pro functions as its standalone computer. You know, it does its own. it does its own like apps and stuff. Okay, something like that. Okay. And then the heart needs to be fixed a little bit. Okay. Something like this. Let's take a look at how bad this drawing was. Shameful. Okay, let's turn it down. Let's start doing an actual final line pass. We want this to look like a classic tattoo. Maybe this one? Something like this. We want the lines for this to look super clean. It could be thinner. Yeah, they could be thinner. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay. Let's fill in the black here. Okay. It's just real clean lines, and then lots of the effects of the tattoo are going to be in the painting stage. We're going to kind of get that gradient kind of going on that happens. I'm using the quick shape tool, which is basically just holding the brush and it snaps into the perfect smooth line for you. Okay. We're trying to mimic this tattoo style for this one, so it should look like a tattoo art by the time we're done. Okay. Oops. I gotta do this in parts. Okay. You know working Procreate with Photoshop? Photoshop can do a lot more than Procreate can, but Procreate's very intuitive. Procreate, like, it just feels a little better in Procreate. And I had people talking about using Clip Studio Paint. I haven't used that one yet, but everyone says that one feels really good to draw in too. And it's got more of the Photoshop tools. Procreate it's just if you're drawing on the iPad and you're on the couch, Procreate's just made for you to paint and draw. on the iPad, where Photoshop isn't. And Adobe has its own painting program called Fresco. But it's like, what's the point? Why should I learn Fresco if Procreate already exists? Okay. 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 This is a bite me tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm also going to do the drain. It's hard to see. It's the eye behind the drain. Had to undo a bunch just then. Okay. Okay, we're getting close to the line art for this thing to be done. Okay. Okay. The mustache. I think the mustache needs to be really big. I extended the mustache out all the way because it's hard to read the mustache if I make it too short. There's too many lines going on for you to understand that there's a mustache there too. So I just made it super huge. Just is the only way to... I feel like it's one of the easiest ways to make that thing work. Okay. Teeth. Heart. Okay. Here's the line art. Let's turn off this sketch layer. It's supposed to look like a tattoo. So that means we need to create the look of that. Okay, so we'll do some textures in a bit, but I'm gonna lay in the colors flat first. Okay. Okay, so I'm using this brush that makes these super clean lines, and it's just so I can do these stroke outlines for the color fill. Okay. Okay. We're just making the fill and I'm thinking I'm gonna do like some kind of special selection and erase to get that dithering effect that the tattoos have. Okay, and then the ear needs to be red. And then the hair is black. Okay, so we're gonna erase. So that's kind of the texture we're gonna get in here. we're going to just airbrush in this speckling. Hopefully that makes sense now. You can see that we're going to be erasing bits here and there. It's the wrong brush. Edge control. That was the last of that playlist. That was a pretty good playlist, and it didn't get flagged. It didn't get flagged. So let's continue with that kind of playlist then. I'm just gonna open. Oop! Shit! Wrong eraser. I'm gonna continue with that kind of playlist, some kind of remix playlist. I feel like that's the smartest playlist to play because it will get flagged, and it sounds good. What should we do? This one's called Shockwave. Let's try this. Let's just do it. If it's flagged, the stream will stop. The stream will just stop playing if it's flagged. So I'm trying to avoid having the stream get stopped. It's not the same as Twitch. Twitch, like, it just mutes your streams later. But on YouTube, it, like, stops the streams. How you doing? You're in Glasgow for a little bit? Couple of comics and mangas, pretty good. That's cool. I'm doing good. Just painting this. It's weird. It's not letting me erase. Oh, it's too small. Okay. Okay. You gotta see the effect now. Okay, ask something because you're in London. What places would you recommend for a nerd like me to go if I went to London? Because I'm going to London soon. This is That's what I'm asking. Going to London, in East London, there's a board gaming cafe and tavern called the Arcanist Tavern, which is really cool. You could go play D&D or card games or board games and get like food and drink, coffee and stuff. And you can get, I mean, you're too young, you can get alcohol if you want, but it's open, has like coffee and tea. So you can go there and play board games and stuff in East London. I don't actually go out too much. I like the color quite a bit. That's good. I don't actually go out too much to, I guess, like quote unquote nerdy stuff. I know there's some good like comic book shops, but I don't know where they are yet. Arcanist Tavern is cool though. It's in East London. Oops. Okay. Dramatic lighting effect. Yeah, I'm just trying to copy the tattoo aesthetic. That tattoo aesthetic I'm trying to copy. I'm gonna put like a noise filter on the whole thing when I'm done, because I feel like that noise filter will help. Tattoo aesthetic, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you kind of see the aesthetic we're going for. So we need to do the same thing with the horns now. The horns need a different layer. We need black. And we need to fill it in with this outline. Okay. Then we erase it out. Okay. Erase, erase, erase. I think we can turn it down just a little bit. Seventy. 70%. Okay, 70%. And then the eyebrows. Okay. This needs to be black, and the lip will be purple. Okay. Now we just do a backing color. Backing color. I don't know why it went down like this, whatever. Okay. So now we need a yellow color. I'm just going to pick the yellow color from the tattoo image. Okay. Oh, the teeth are in the wrong color. Just got to get that gradient on the heart. Okay. Let's turn off the background. Of course, I forgot to fill in the background, so let's do that real quick. The white on the background isn't actually a filled in layer, it's just the background I have selected. So I always forget to do this every time I do these stickers, is I gotta like fill in the white on the background. So I just go through here and select the whole thing. Okay, you fill with the white layer, fill layer, turn the background off, it's white. Typically the stickers have like a stroke on the outside. Typically they have a stroke on the outside, so I need to fill in the stroke. But I might do that in Photoshop.
NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory listens to the sun. The sound it picks up is too deep for humans.
Okay.
But if you speed
We're gonna
up its recording,
bear with me. We're going to
this is what you get.
turn off the screen. I'm gonna send this to Photoshop. We're gonna finish it in Photoshop. Let's see, your export, Photoshop, PSD, Miguel's computer, in Photoshop. Okay, let me just open this in Photoshop. Okay. I'm just closing some other files that I don't want to open. Close, close, close. Close. Okay. Okay, we're gonna open it back up. Okay, now we're in Photoshop. So Photoshop. We're just gonna turn the background on, switch it to gray, duplicate this group, flatten the layer. Okay, we need the stroke for the outside of the drawing. Okay. We gotta clean up this a little bit. Okay. We'll do this in a 50% gray, and then we're going to add some noise. Well, it's about 50% gray. It's not exactly, but it's fine. And then we're going to filter. We're going to add noise. Let's do dust and scratches. That doesn't even do anything. Maybe not. Let's just do noise. Add noise. There we go. Gaussian blur. Overlay. You see what the noise does? It just gives it some texture on top of what we had. Okay. V. Let's move this over. We're shrinking it just a little bit because we need to have the text "bite me" on there. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, here you go. 100% free tattoo font. Anyone that listens to the podcast, it says "bite me," right? That's what it said. If you listen to the podcast and you're in here, just confirm for me. It said "bite me." You can take a look at all the different. Bite me. Okay. Where'd my tattoo one go? Oh, this one looks good. Okay, let's see. Bite me. We need to adjust the kerning a little bit. The kerning is a little too tight. We adjust the kerning individually. This font's nice font, but the kerning is all off. Oops. Bite me. trying to think about what. I forgot what. I forgot where to go to. Warp text. There we go. Arc. Fight me. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Bite me, okay. We gotta adjust the kerning one more time. Should it have exclamation point, like bite me with exclamation point? I don't even know if this font has an exclamation point. Oh, it does, okay. Bite me. Okay. Stroke, white, let's make it big. Type, warp text, I gotta keep adjusting it. Okay. Marquee, DXG, fill it in, bite me. I think that's it. I think we got it. Let's group it, duplicate it, merge it down, duplicate it, filter, noise. I'll do another noise layer. Okay, and then I'm gonna try a gradient map just to see if it feels good. A gradient map matches colors to existing value points, basically. So, like this one. It's mapped the colors, and then I can adjust it to do different things, like the overlay. So without this, with it, without, with. So it's interesting. So I want to just experiment a little bit to see what it looks like. It's kind of cool like that. Yeah, like really, but we lose all the color. Let's try a different gradient. Nope. None of these are screaming out at me. That's kind of nice, just making it warm. The chrome stuff. All these chrome gradients. Let's turn it down 20%. I think I like that. Okay. I think we have it. I think we got it. Bite me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Bite Me sticker. Yeah, I think that's just in time for us to wrap it up. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to do the drain one later. I just don't have time to do the drain one tonight. But yeah, that's the. Let's save it real quick. Hold on. I gotta turn off my screen one more time. Let's stop the music real quick so I can just talk for a moment. Okay, number one, the playlist worked out really well because it was much better music than the generic whatchamacallit, royalty-free music that we normally have to do. Music is much better, so I'm going to definitely use the playlist again. I'm glad y'all could join. I will do the drain sticker too still. I just need more time, and I need to we need to have dinner tonight. So we're going to have dinner. One more time, this is the Bite Me sticker. It's done. So yeah, we got the Bite Me sticker. We'll do the drain sticker. I'll send those both to Cup. And ideally y'all can get both of them. But yeah, so I think these are two good ones. I know they stood out to me when I listened to the episode. The tattoo description was like, oh yeah, but it could have also been the crocodile or the alligator guy. But yeah, so thanks for joining me again. I'm gonna get offline now. I hope you have a great night or day, depending on what time zone you're in. And we'll stream again another time. I'll update people next time we do this. And it'll have to be after the other episodes come out, so I don't know what to draw otherwise. But yeah, and if you just want to catch me streaming art, normally I stream in the mornings, do study streams, weekdays, 7 a.m. GMT, or I think I'll do Tuesday night figure drawing streams starting this week. So yeah, feel free to join, come and hang out and draw if you want, or just chit chat. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks again for joining. Have a great